Good evening, football fans. You're live with Morgan Holder. I am Morgan, and
And
Holder's.
I'm the illustrious, the man Morgan hates to love.
I wouldn't say I hate to love you. I mean, I kind of
Yeah,
like
he
you,
hates love
but
because I'm always beaten in our pick.
you know, can't believe Thanksgiving is right tomorrow. It looks like it's like the year just came and it's gone almost.
Well, that's what happens when you start aging.
I'm not aging yet. I mean, you're up there.
Oh, yeah. I bet you can see the clouds go by real fast like they show on the news.
Hmm.
It's just what they look like to you.
I guess. Holder, what's on the menu today? What we gotta talk about?
I don't know. I have Geno Smith on my mind.
Yeah, he's terrible. Next.
Yes, he's terrible, but he flipped off the fan. I think he has a sense that he's out of there.
Maybe. I know you like to do your shout outs. I'm gonna let you do your shout out first so we get on a topic about Geno Smith.
Shout out to running out. I have Pat McAfee, the king of sports podcast.
I don't know.
And that's all I got for you, partner. I know you got those weak shout outs over there.
I'm going back to Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, you know, I like Stephen A. I would,
Why?
cause he's like me. He's honest, like stats, and tells the truth.
Yeah, that's why LeBron was going to beat him up.
LeBron wasn't gonna do nothing. LeBron wasn't gonna do nothing. um, so on this topic about Geno Smith, I didn't get a chance to see anything until you said something, and I was wondering. I was like, why did Geno apologize? And when you said that, it makes perfectly sense. I I'm not gonna say he knows he's done, but I'm kind of on the terror here of maybe he should retire. Don't you started for what two to 3 years, and now you might get benched.
Maybe.
Go ahead and hang it up.
Oh, he's going to get benched. He's terrible.
Yeah, of course he's terrible.
And wait, but you said he was good, but that was with a different team, different system.
It was with a different system,
But I never really.
but he did have some good receivers over there. He had Metcalf. He had
What are you talking about?
he had
He
Lockett
has
in Seattle.
Jacoby Myers. What are you talking
I'm
about?
just saying in Seattle he had some good receivers.
Well, I'll give you that, but he still has Jacoby Myers out there. And Brock Bowers, thank you. One of the better tight ends in the NFL.
Jacoby got traded, by the way.
Yeah, I know now, but before he got traded,
Now let me ask
he
you a
had
question.
Jacoby
Would
Myers.
you do you go on the fence and blame the coaching, or do you actually blame Gino for
No,
those losses?
Geno, come on, I'm not blaming the coaches. Geno Smith has been terrible since the end of the league. He had one good year.
He had 1.5 good year.
So did James Winston, but he's terrible
Winston
too.
has not had a good year unless you count those 30 interceptions he did.
Not currently. He had a good year in his career.
I'm still trying to figure out when, because I don't know any good times he had a good year.
When he was with the Bucks, didn't he play with the Bucks? Or,
Yeah, the Bucks he was terrible. He didn't win no playoffs. He didn't get into the playoffs. He
I'm
didn't have
not
no
talking
good year.
about playoffs. I'm just saying
He didn't have a good year.
he was. Yeah, good year.
No, he did not. Good year is up there in the rankings of MVP talks, best quarterback talk, offense player of the year talk, getting your team to the playoffs. That's having a good year.
he had a good. How long was he the starter for the Tampa Bay?
About 3 years.
Exactly. So if he was the starter,
He got booted out.
years,
He got booted out when Tom Brady came.
He had to deliver. Okay. You and I both know that you can't be a sorry quarterback in the league and be the starter for 3 years.
No. Look, you had the same receivers, and you couldn't get nothing done.
I didn't say he was stellar. I said he had a good year.
No, he did not. No.
What do you have? Geno Smith's story, because you were kind of believing in Geno Smith in Seattle.
I'll take that back. Terrible. Terrible years. I mean, granted, he can give you some good yardage, but terrible years.
It's like he can't read defenses. I mean, like Jameson, they're both kind of the same. They're
so
like,
stat-wise, Winston.
Tyrod Taylor. That group now, of all the backups.
Stat-wise, I'm looking at Winston's stats.
Brissett is better than all those guys.
So Jameson Winston, I'm looking at his stats. He had 2 okay-ish years. 2. I mean,
okay.
I'm looking at the sacks.
Okay is goodish, not badish.
I mean, he can give you over 4,000 yards. Interceptions comes with it.
Well, home run hitters lead the league in strikeouts.
I don't think Barry Bonds did that.
Barry Bonds had a lot of strikeouts.
Barry Bonds is the
Mark McGwire had a lot of strikeouts. Sammy Sosa, your boy, had a lot of strikeouts.
Don't put Sammy on that list.
Sammy's on that list.
But you know what comes
We're talking football.
Look, what's about football, not baseball, okay? It's like
you're a baseball fan, so
it's like comparing apples to oranges. You can't do that.
You're a baseball fan.
I am a baseball fan.
You say it's the same.
So hear me out. Do you think Geno will be a good fit at another team, or do you think he's done?
Geno Smith is done. That Planet of the Apes looking, he is done. He will earn a paycheck holding a clipboard next year.
You think so?
Absolutely.
So you don't see him going to maybe another team?
Yeah, holding the clipboard.
Do you think
he's not? Where else could he go where he can start? Name another quarterback in the league that he can replace. Maybe New Orleans.
I mean, I can give you 2.
Well,
you ready for him?
Those 2 teams are his only hope, and if he fails there, which I think he will.
New Orleans, the Jets.
If the QBs are terrible.
Hey, don't y'all need a quarterback after this year?
What?
Don't y'all need a quarterback after this year?
Who's the quarterback?
Don't y'all need a quarterback after Rodgers leaves this year? Don't y'all need a quarterback? He might go to Pittsburgh.
No, we got one. Will Howard.
He hasn't been playing. Mitch Trubisky's been playing.
No matter. Will Howard is his guy. They got a diamond in the rough.
You don't think Will Howard's been playing some snaps?
I bet he's better than J.J. McCartney.
We're not getting on that subject because J.J.'s starting.
Well, yeah. You know why he's starting? Because they don't have anybody else out there.
Doesn't matter. They could have. J.J.'s starting. Do I want him to start? Hell no. But he's starting.
He's starting with a losing record.
We're going to move on.
It's not
We're going to move on.
A good example.
We're going to move on. So speaking of, I know you don't like this guy, but I'm going to bring it up. Do you think Sanders is going to start, or do you think they're going to give that back to Gabriel when he comes back?
Next question.
No, I want to know honest opinion.
You know my opinion. Shedeur Sanders sucks. He got to the league because of his dad. Okay, and when Dion went to Colorado, Shador didn't compete with anybody. He made him the starter because he was his daddy.
Well, it's like Jacksonville.
Sanders,
when it was in Jackson State, he didn't compete nobody. He was a starter.
I'm telling you, I'm sure you got faith in him because you say he may have cemented the starting job.
I'm just saying he did some better jobs than Gabriel did. But in reality, do you think? And hear me out. Yeah. Do you think if he went to another college team, not away from his dad, do you think he would?
No, he wouldn't have started.
Do you think they would have molded him to be a better quarterback?
I don't know. I don't. It's hard for me to say because I don't. Maybe I'm just a Deion Sanders hater, so I automatically hate Shador. But Shador hasn't showed me anything.
Ain't you a Cowboys fan?
I know he hasn't had any snaps, and even in preseason where they run vanilla defenses, he did nothing.
Well,
so
when they actually put him on the first,
I didn't see the game you said he cemented his job, but
he did really, really phenomenal.
That's just one game.
But the line was holding up for him a little bit better.
And I believe, didn't they lose that game?
No, they won. I mean, granted, it was against Raiders, but they won.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Morgan?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Your phone sucks, Holder.
Morgan.
Can you hear me?
Oh. You need to check your equipment.
Okay, well, that didn't work out as planned.
Check your equipment.
Everything's working on my end. I can hear you. I think it's your phone.
No. You have been breaking up since the beginning of time.
I think it's your phone.
Anyway, like I was saying, I don't think he was starting. He hasn't impressed me at all, period.
I mean, Max Crosby didn't get to him as much as you think.
Max Crosby?
Yeah, the Raiders, when they played against Raiders.
What are you talking about?
Sanders. When Sanders played against the Raiders, Crosby didn't get to him. Like that line.
Sanders is not a runner.
But Crosby plays the end.
And their line isn't all that because Gabriel was horrible. He was running for his life.
Well, they did pretty good for Sanders. I'm lying. He ran for his life too, but still.
Well, you stay on the Sanders bandwagon. I'm just going to watch from a distance.
I'm not going to be on a bandwagon yet.
If they're playing the Steelers, that's the only time I'll watch Shador Sanders.
I'm not on a bandwagon yet. He has to. It was one game against the Raiders. I want to see some action against the Ravens or, another defensive good team, minus the Steelers.
You let me know. I'm probably going to tell you I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. He's terrible. He's got an ugly smile. Does he wear a Jerry curl? I think he has a Jerry curl.
Are you judging this man because of his smile and the way his hair is? You are something else.
He's ugly. He looks like he's related to Geno Smith.
All right, Holder, we're gonna move on, buddy, because I can't deal with you. I can't deal with you.
He's a fucking monster. Go ahead.
The game of the week. I didn't want to do this because I really thought the Colts was going to beat Kansas City. But what happened?
I can't believe you picked that game for game of the week.
I did. With the overtime. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what happened. What broke down?
Look, Danny Dimes, he's going back to his old self.
I mean, I'm looking at stats, and I see Patrick Mahomes had 1 interception, sacked 4 times, no touchdowns. Kareem Hunt had 104 yards out of 30 carries. Rashee Rice had 141 yards.
He has weaknesses.
I mean, I'm just saying, when you go over 350 yards, you should have a touchdown in there somewhere, right? You would think. So, was it Kansas City's defense that won? Or was it the refs that won? Because I can tell you right now, Patrick Mahomes did not score a touchdown.
You know, I didn't even see the game. Normally, I try to watch all the highlights. You're Mr. Red Zone. You didn't see anything?
I didn't watch the game. Like, I was too busy watching. We ain't going to talk about that. But I didn't watch the game.
I don't know. I think Kansas City's defense.
But when I look, again, when I'm looking at stats, I see Daniel Jones, 19 for 31, 181 yards, 2 touchdowns. So he didn't get no sacks. So was it pressure? What was going on? You had, Jonathan Taylor, 58 yards, 16 carries, no touchdowns.
It was the defense.
So, when you look, total tackles is 101, 57 solo. It makes you wonder.
It makes me wonder.
The question is,
that was a good song.
The question is, are they going to hold up and make it as far in the playoffs? I think they're going to win that division for sure. But I'm telling you right now, the Denver Broncos is going to beat the brakes off of them.
Well, you're probably right, but Denver has to start early because they're winning their games in the fourth quarter.
Well, we've seen how the Colts did. The Colts was winning. Colts was winning pretty bad against Kansas City. Look what happened.
Playing catch up.
So
you can't go into the playoffs playing catch up ball.
That's true. Speaking of catch up, I hate catch up, but the worst game of the week, and I say worst games, is how the Philadelphia Cowboys win. How was that possible?
Well, you might not agree with me on this, but with my experience of watching Jalen Hurts, he's overrated. I think he's way overrated. He has a plethora of weapons, but he just didn't do it for me. I think he's overrated.
But
Barkley didn't do anything either.
And I know Dallas' defense is not that great. It's mediocre.
No, it's not. And CeeDee Lamb is dropping passes left and right. So
now,
how could George Pickens was the reason they lost?
So let me ask you a question. Do you think CD was dropping passes on purpose, or do you think it was Prescott throwing the ball how he wanted to throw the ball?
No. He dropped some easy passes that were on the money. Had nothing to do with Prescott being off. And from what I'm hearing from the analysts, Pickens has been deemed the number one receiver in Dallas.
Maybe that's why CD. Maybe that's why CD's doing that. Maybe CD wants out.
Look,
and hear me out, because I remember
Pickens was there.
And hear me out.
Top receivers can coexist on a team.
And hear me out when I tell you this, because you told me, and I remember when we worked together, you told me that CeeDee Lamb is better than Justin Jefferson.
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
I said that to get you riled up.
Nope, you meant that.
CeeDee Lamb is overrated.
Nope, you meant that.
He's another one that's overrated.
You meant it.
Anytime you get a wide receiver, now here's me. Because you're a stats guy, I look at these players and I see how they play before they get their big payday and after they get their big payday. The performance isn't the same all the time.
Well, hold on now, because Justin Jefferson, he's playing at his level even with the trashy quarterback.
I'm not talking about Justin Jefferson.
And he got a big payday.
I'm not. I said it doesn't happen all the time.
Now Jamar Chase, we could say he didn't get a big payday. Oh yeah, he did, and he's spitting on players.
Jamar Chase dropped some passes.
And he's spitting on players.
Look, Chase is.
I lost a lot of
respect.
I lost a lot of respect. I lost a lot of respect for Jamar Chase for spitting.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people have.
Ramsey should have busted his head open.
Lost respect for him, but it doesn't erase the fact of his stats, Mr. Stat.
That's true. That is true.
So, I mean, you know what? It is what it is, my friend.
So
they're not paying you that kind of money.
No, they're not. Now, let me tell you, if they was, I'll be happy. So I have a question. While we're talking about, the AFC North still, and I'm kind of confused of how Baltimore is number one over Pittsburgh.
I don't know why you're confused. You do watch the games, don't you?
I do, and the reason why
did the same thing last year.
And the reason why I'm confused.
Mike Tomlin is in Pittsburgh, okay?
And the reason why I'm confused is y'all could have won. Y'all should beat the Bears.
We can be a lot of teams. Mike Tomlin is the coach, and old man Rodgers is the quarterback.
So let me ask you a question. And I already know your answer because we talked about it before, but do you think Tomlin's going to be gone after this year?
Nope.
Do you wish he'd be gone?
Pittsburgh don't fire coaches.
Do you think he should be gone?
If he is gone, they're going to make it look like a retirement, like he retired. But they don't fire coaches. They got a reputation that they want to keep up. And they're probably say, Mike, he's not getting the job done, so we're just going to make it look like a retirement, announce the retirement, and step down and get the hell out of Pittsburgh.
Now, hear me out.
Oh, no.
Do you think Tomlin should go to another team, or do you think he should be done?
No, I think he should be done myself. But he can go to another team and screw them up too. Look, think about what Tomlin has done since he got there. Tomlin is like
he's the winningest coach right now. He's the winningest coach. He
walked into a team that had talent already.
Bill Cowher's
when he won his Super Bowl.
It was Bill Cowher's team.
He took Bill Cowher's team that Bill Cowher built.
And won one Super Bowl. And won one Super Bowl. He could have more.
19 years and you only won one Super Bowl? Is that a good head coach? Come on, man.
I mean, I'll take the wins, but you're right. It's like having Michael Jordan on your team and Phil Jackson on your team, and you only getting one championship.
It's crazy. It's insane. Now, granted, he hasn't had a losing season, but what does that get you? Now, you haven't won a playoff game.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think it's the division? Do you think it's the AFC, or do you think that it's him?
It's Tomlin. It's not. You can't blame the division. Really?
Well, we know the AFC. We know the AFC's terrible. We know the AFC's pretty tough.
You ever watch a game that they're losing, and he's just sitting there with both of his lips tucked in his mouth?
I can't deal with you. I cannot deal with you.
Think about it. You see all these teams, when you watch the Steelers and how these tight ends are beating them across the middle of the field, even Jamar Chase, they don't make adjustments at halftime.
Now, and hear me out. Do you blame Tomlin for not getting onto DC, or do you think that's DC's fault?
It's both of them's fault. The DC is a puppet. That's Tomlin's defense. He's just a defensive coordinator because that's his title. Tomlin is calling those defense.
So, and hear me out. If you was the owner, how would you correct that? Because you had the talent.
I'd fire him.
Middle of the season, you do it.
Yeah, I'd fire him. I'd make the quarterback coach the head coach. Or, what's his face? The offensive coordinator, Smith.
So,
Arthur.
and Arthur Smith was good in Atlanta when he was coaching Atlanta. I mean, he's not a terrible coach.
Yeah, but I think Tomlin is overrated. I think he is done. You know, there's a time in professional sports that somebody is done. I mean, it doesn't take an analyst to see that.
Do you think after this year, you think Pittsburgh will have a chit chat with him, or do you think it's going to come sooner than later?
Look, they're not going to fire Tomlin because they want him to be a part, and I'm calling it a rebuild because they have all these draft picks coming up, and since Tomlin's been there for 19 years, they want him to be a part of that history. So, my plan, I'm sorry to say that he'll be there probably a couple more years.
So as of right now, do you feel comfortable with them winning that division?
No. I told you before the season started, they weren't doing anything with old man Rodgers. And then they bring back that Mason Rudolph character. Come on, man. With his porn mustache.
I can't believe he's starting over Will Howard when Rodgers was gone.
I can't believe he's starting over Skylar Thompson.
And Skylar Thompson's not bad. We've seen what he could do when he was in Miami. He's pretty good.
Absolutely.
I'm lost because you let Baltimore now. Baltimore was on a losing streak. Now they're on a winning streak. You let them come in now. They're running the table in the division, and that should have been your time because you could have. How's the old saying go? When you see a hurt dog, you put him down. They should have done that.
They did the same thing last year. And that's what I'm saying. Tomlin has the same MO.
You bring
in. Last year they had that gauntlet of tough teams to play. Remember they had six. They lost like 3 in a row.
That's true, but
that's what they're doing now.
The difference from last year is this year's you have a decent line, a better line than last year. The defense is marvelous. You have all those pieces put together, and you have one of the greatest quarterbacks on your team, even though he's old. So, what draws the line here?
He's old. The offensive line isn't that great.
It's better than what it has been.
Too young. They're too young. Okay? The quarterback is not the most mobile guy.
I don't know.
He broke his wrist. I mean, he's not drinking enough milk or something.
No, he's as old as poop. Almost cussed.
Exactly.
And
I told you that last year. I was like, man, I don't think we're going to win 6 games.
And here we are. I mean, y'all did it. Now,
look, it's over.
Do you think they'll make the playoffs this year?
Negative.
You don't think they make the playoffs?
They got to play Buffalo. They still got to play Detroit. They still got to play the Ravens. No, they're not going to make the playoffs.
You don't think so? I mean, they got to.
Negative.
Right now, they're looking in. I mean, they can make the wild card.
Are they going to beat Buffalo?
The way Buffalo's been playing, I think so.
Are they going to beat the Ravens? Are they going to beat Detroit?
Well, hear me out. Detroit might be. It's going to be a hard team, but Baltimore, absolutely. I think they all could beat Baltimore.
We can't beat
And the reason
Iowa.
and the reason why I say that is
We
because
can't
and the reason why I say that is because y'all's defense is pretty stacked.
What have they done? They've given up big runs. They can't get it off the field on third down.
And that goes back to what I asked you earlier. Is that falling back on Tomlin and the DC, or is it falling on, who's it falling on?
Tomlin is with DC.
I think he needs
I'm trying to tell you, Tomlin.
I think he needs to look and see what's going on and what he has, because you brought Jalen Ramsey over for a reason. Use him, utilize him.
Jalen Ramsey is good at safety because he can't cover one-on-one anymore like he used to.
I told you that.
He can't do that anymore. Slade can't tackle or cover.
Well, Slade's terrible. I don't know why he's even still in the league. He got a Super Bowl with Philadelphia. He should retire. He's not even starting, is he?
I put him in the same category with Pat Peterson.
Oh, God, that guy. So, let me ask you a question. Looking at all these the leaders in the division, how do you feel about? And I know you don't like New England, but how do you feel about New England winning that division over
I like New England.
over Buffalo?
I like New England. I hated New England when Brady was there.
I mean, they're 10-2, right? 10-2. Do you think that's a good spot for them to be in right now, or do you think they're going to fall down to second place?
Let me tell you something, Morgan. There are two teams in AFC that are young and hungry. And I know you know who those two teams are.
I'm going to say 3.
They are New England and Denver.
I'm going to say 3. And the reason why I say 3 is because I'm looking at the Colts. And I don't necessarily think they're a threat, but they're hungry.
Yeah, they just lost the game they should have won.
That's true. But hear me out. They did lose to one of the greatest quarterbacks, and Patrick Mahomes. I give them that, but they should have won that game.
Mahomes, didn't he lose to Denver?
Hey, look, Denver's good, but Denver also has a good coach.
Look, Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs are done.
We've been saying that, but the refs are going to be the reason why they make it as far as they can.
Or Taylor Swift. I like Swiftie. She's all right.
I'm done with you. I'm about to hang up on you right now.
What's wrong with Swift? You don't want a Swiftie jersey? I was going to get you.
Hold on. When we talk about football, we talk about football. We don't talk about Taylor Swift and the Swifties, okay? It's like
they have a Swiftie football jersey.
That's like
Can you believe that?
I definitely can. I definitely would not like it. That's like me saying, "Hey, Holder, I'm a Vikings fan, but I also like Mike Tomlin, so I'm gonna watch Steelers play." I'm not doing that. What kind of man would I? What? No.
Why would you even bring up a man's name? Why you wouldn't just say Russell Wilson and Sierra?
Because you know how I feel about those two.
You hate them too?
I don't like neither one of them. We discussed this already. And you know why.
I don't know what to say, Morgan. It's just Pittsburgh is a sore subject for me, and you knew that last year when they let Justin Fields go.
Well, I mean,
and
you could be like Minnesota. Could be like Minnesota.
They have.
Could be like Minnesota in last place.
You're going to pay a 41-year-old quarterback, and the guy that was 4-2 for you last year, and was molding him. He was
I don't
He was
see
making progress.
I don't see why they even got Aaron Rodgers because again, y'all drafted Will Howard, y'all got Tyler Thompson. I'm lost.
You and me both are lost, buddy. I don't know.
Well, again, on the bright
I
side,
would rather talk about ice hockey than the Pittsburgh Steelers.
it could have been worse. Again, y'all could have won 4 games and been in last place. Not mention no names, Vikings. I'm to a point where I'm almost about to switch
That's
up.
another subject.
I'm almost to a point where I'm going to switch up, and I've been a Vikings fan since I can remember, going on 30 years, and I kind of want to hear me out. I became a Vikings fan because of my late grandfather, right? But I'm leaning towards another team. I'm leaning toward another team.
Why? You might get the quarterback you want next year.
Look,
You don't want any more new blood, huh?
let me tell you something, Holder. I'm a Cubs fan. We've always had losing seasons. Besides 2016, we won the World Series. Okay. I'm a Kansas Jayhawk fan in college basketball. Granted, we won 2
trade for the quarterback they have in Tennessee right now.
Absolutely, hands down, yes, I would. Better than what we have. Matter of fact, I will take, and hear me out, I will take Joe Flacco.
No, you wouldn't.
I will take him. I will take Kirk Cousins and Heartbeat back.
Don't do that to yourself.
I'm just saying, I would rather lose with some old quarterbacks than lose with a young quarterback who people had high hopes for, and he's trash, garbage. You have all these.
Well, look, you wouldn't even have to go there if they would have gave Darnold a contract.
I don't know why they didn't.
We wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
I don't know. He won 13 games last year, and
absolutely
didn't want to give him back. And look what he's doing over there in Seattle.
Hiccups, but
and look what he's doing.
He was more on the upside than he was on the downside.
And look what he's doing in Seattle. Seattle is number 1 in that division, and he's been over there. Yeah, he had some little hiccups going on, but he's winning games.
Well, weren't you guys number 1 in the division?
We was, but we was also tied until we played the Lions, and the Lions beat us and took that way.
That's what I'm saying.
Granted, it was the Lions, but still.
Unbelievable. Some of these NFL teams, the decisions they make, I don't understand it.
I would rather have, and hear me when I tell you this, because you're probably gonna laugh, but I would rather have Aaron Rodgers on. I would rather have Aaron Rodgers over JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers has done absolutely nothing to me.
Give me Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, I think we would have been good with Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, the guy with the long hair.
Yep.
The woman.
I mean, they can say what they want.
That female quarterback.
Give me him. I will take Mac Jones.
I like Mac Jones.
I would rather have Kenny Pickett. Just get rid of JJ McCarthy.
I like Kenny Pickett.
You have all these good receivers. You have a good running back. The line's okayish. And you can't win games? It's unbelievable.
Well, what's McCarthy's downfall? Is he not reading defenses?
His downfall is he sucks.
Releasing the ball too late?
I've seen where he overthrew Addison, overthrew JJ, overthrew the tight end TJ Hawkinson, but he also short-armed it too. I think his thing is when he gets pressured, he just throws the ball wherever he wants to throw it, instead of taking that sack or trying to run out, or even trying to throw the ball.
So you're saying he's not groomed properly?
No.
Is that coaching?
Absolutely, it is. Absolutely. because you last year you gave him Sam Darnold, who again Darnold's good. Don't get me wrong, but he's not the quarterback to show another quarterback what to do. Right? Not that type. And it's not his fault either because the positions he was in the Jets position. He played for the Jets. He played for the Carolina Panthers. So you can't blame Donald because it's not Donald's job, right? Because he hasn't been
right.
He wasn't able to either to be a good quarterback. He had to learn that himself. But when you have good coaching and you have Josh McCown, who's a quarterback coach, who by the way it was an average quarterback, you should know the proper thing to do.
Well, just wait till next year. You know, the season is basically lost this year.
Granted, I know Justin Jefferson's been, he's saying he's okay with JJ, but I know back in my mind I'm not okay with him. I'm not playing. I want his.
I think they have to say that just to be, so there's no conflict in the team. They have to do that for the media.
What I know is about Justin.
He would be saying, this guy sucks.
What I know about Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson he's not gonna put no one down. Even away from the media, he's not that type of person. He gives back to the community a lot, and I think he's one of those guys who wants to please everybody, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think he's a trash talker. I could be wrong. Maybe behind closed doors he's different.
So you're saying it's not the defense's fault this year?
No, it's
the quarter.
I mean, defense got some things they can work on, but it's mainly quarterback.
You're okay with T.J. Hockenson?
Yeah, absolutely. Even though he's not a great catcher, he can pass block and he can run block. That's my main focus right there. A tight end really isn't supposed to catch a lot of balls. Their main focus is blocking, right? Helping out the tackle or the guard, right? Help them out, double team, right? Like especially in that tight end Max Pro set, you got to have that tight end that can block. Again, catching is okay. Catching's a good thing, right? Blocking is the thing that tight ends are good for.
Yeah.
I mean, and look at Tony Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez, he can run, he can catch, he can block. But again, when he played, the thing for them was to block, either down block or block. Like you got to help, you got to do that.
Yeah, well, Antonio Gates. I mean, there's a lot of old school tight ends that were very good at blocking and catching the ball and yak, right?
Right.
So you don't really have a lot of that now. I mean, I don't understand what's going on in the league, but at the same time, the Vikings, they have had a lot of 3 and outs.
They have a lot. I wish we could talk more about it, but we're cutting through our time, so we're gonna move on. But I mean,
we'll move on because I know you're going to a so-called game. I guess
I am going to a U of L basketball game. I am. Game is at 9:00.
I don't know why, but okay.
Something to do with my kid? I don't know.
That's a bad example. You should probably take him to a better college game. Man.
Well, considering I live in Louisville, going to a U of L
all right,
game.
Travel. Go to Ohio.
I'm not traveling.
Go to Notre Dame. Isn't that your favorite college team?
No, Holder. We just discussed this. My favorite team is Kansas. Notre Dame. What's wrong with you?
The Jayhawks.
Yeah, the Jayhawks.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So tomorrow we got some games. I like this list for tomorrow's games. Green Bay and Detroit. We both got Detroit. I mean, hands down, I think that should be an easy win for Detroit. Yeah, I know it's a division game, but the way the Packers been playing lately, I think the Lions has it. I think it's a wrap. And they're playing in in Michigan. So again, it should be a win.
Hands down, you say.
Yeah.
When you say hands down, do you mean point spread wise, or you're going to win whether it's by 3 or 2?
They're going to win whether it's by 3 or 7. They're going to win. They want to be number one. They want to get back into that number one, in that division. And I think it starts tomorrow. I think tomorrow is going to be a bullet on the back for any team they play against. The Lions is for real. The Lions are going to show them that, hey, we're for real. Let's do this. And I feel sorry for teams. Minnesota beat them. Okay. Minnesota got lucky. So, next up, man, this game I'm about to. Look, I didn't want to pick anybody because I don't like either team, and I despise both of them. But I had to go with Kansas City. I don't like Dallas. I never will like Dallas, but I don't like Kansas City either. And the good thing is my brother and them's coming in tomorrow, so we might actually watch this game together. And I actually might rub in the loss in person.
If you're counting your eggs before they hatch, my friend, I don't know about that.
Well, we're about to see. We're about to find out, huh? Next up, we have Baltimore, Cincinnati. We both picked Baltimore. Do you see Joe Burrow playing this game?
I don't know his status, but
he's been practicing.
It would actually help Pittsburgh if Cincinnati won that game.
That's true.
Pittsburgh's going to have to depend on other teams getting the playoffs.
I think that win for Cincinnati tomorrow, I think would definitely push the Steelers to want and win. Sunday, and that's some good games. We got a game Friday. Friday, it's the Bears in Philadelphia. We both got Philadelphia. I want Philadelphia to win because I don't want the Bears to win that division. I know how you feel about the Bears. That's why you didn't go with them. But do you feel comfortable enough that Philadelphia would win after giving them a point spread against Dallas?
I could care. If they wound up the tie, I could care less. But I just don't like the Bears. I was raised in the Windy City. I hate the Windy City. The only thing good out of the Windy City was Michael Jordan and Walter Payton. That's it.
You forgot about somebody else.
Who?
Chicago Cubs.
I don't. Cubs are losers too.
We're no longer friends. Next up, we have the 49ers. Yeah. We have the 49ers in Cleveland. We both picked the 49ers. The 49ers need to win because wait, didn't you just say Shador was the man? I definitely did not. I said he has to prove himself against a good team, and it starts with the 49ers. The 49ers, okay. for them to make the playoffs, they got to win games. We know Seattle's going to win games, so 49ers has to win this game starting Sunday. Next up, we got Jacksonville and Tennessee. We both got Jacksonville. I think in Tennessee, I think they should just the tank. They should tank, and I know it's a rebuild, but I think they should go ahead and just tank.
They've already tanked.
Man,
how many games have they won? Have the Jets won more games?
No, I think both of them are tied with 2 games. And Jacksonville, for Jacksonville to stay in that playoff hope, they got to win against Tennessee, which I don't see Tennessee being a threat.
How embarrassing to lose. Now, those teams can play upset. They can upset.
They can, and we've seen it happen before. That's possible. Next up, we have Houston and the Colts. I talk highly about the Houston, but I want to beat you this week, and I feel like if I pick Houston, I'm not going to beat you, so I had to go with the Colts.
What are you talking about?
I want to beat you this week with picks, so I had to go with the Colts. I mean, I had to go with Minnesota, and I know Minnesota's going to lose. but that's a different story.
You know that.
I know that. Next up on that game on Sunday, we have New Orleans and Miami. We both picked Miami. I think it's going to come down to who wants it more in this game because both these teams are trash.
Trash? You think Miami's trash? I think Miami is
trash. And the reason why I said
not trash, but they're
and the reason why Miami is trash is because they have a terrible coach. Terrible coach.
Oh yeah.
If they had a different coach, they probably wouldn't be so trashy. But they're trash. And I think their playoff hopes are done for because you have Buffalo and you have New England, right? You know. So I think the Dolphins is done. Next up, we have the Falcons and the Jets. This one is kind of I'm in a limbo because you talk so highly about the Falcons, and I don't know why. But I told you that they would not beat the Carolina Panthers, and what happened? They did not beat the Carolina Panthers.
That's because my boy didn't play.
Oh yeah. Blame the quarterback. He didn't play.
He didn't.
Bijan Robinson didn't do much either. I think he had 70 yards.
Ooh.
Robinson, the running back, he only had like 70 yards against the Panthers. Granted,
John Robinson.
Granted, the Jets' defense is trash. The offense is trash. Organization is trash. So this might be a little different.
So two trashy teams are playing each other. I guess that's what you're telling me.
No. One average team, one trashy team. One's actually an NFL team. The other one's a high school team. Can you figure out which one it is?
You didn't do that.
I did. I did. The Jets is a high school football team, and they're trash. Lucky I didn't say an elementary football team. Next up, we have Arizona and Tampa Bay. I'm surprised you picked Tampa Bay because you don't like Baker Mayfield.
I don't like Baker Mayfield, but nothing's really going on in Arizona either.
Well, they're playing like a little flag football team, ain't they?
They do that almost every year. They do enough to stay at borderline, but then they falter. I don't know.
Do you think Kyler Murray is the reason, or do you blame the coaching?
Well, if you keep Kyler Murray on the field, it's a coach's decision. So, I mean, Kyler Murray, I like Kyler Murray, but he's just not.
I had high hopes for him. I mean, he just hasn't showed me much since he's been in the league.
You got look what Brissett is doing with Predator, the wide receiver.
Did you just say? I can't believe you just said that. Godly.
I mean, the numbers are up. The numbers are up, and Kyler Murray, he just don't have that with what's his face?
Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yes. Oh, that boy's ugly. But he got game. He's not as good as his daddy, but he got game.
I'm sorry, Cardinals fans, that that Holder just said that about Charles receiver.
Sorry, but I mean, I call it like I see it.
Next up is the Rams of Carolina. We both got
attentive advisor. Huh?
We both picked the Rams over Carolina. Do you think the Carolina's going to be a threat at all? I mean, they're playing really good football, but so is the Rams. You think?
No.
You think
against Stafford and what's his face? Takua, Atwell. Come on. Man.
So you think it's going to be an easy win, hands down?
Absolutely.
Give me a score.
You think that their defense can stop Stafford in that offense?
Hey, anything is possible.
And the Rams have a pretty good defense.
They do, but like you always say, any given Sunday, give me a score for this game.
41-10.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, no love. No love for Carolina. Okay. Wow. Next up we have Minnesota and Seattle. I really wanted to pick Seattle here, but I didn't want to let my Minnesota fans down, so I had to go with the Vikings.
Didn't?
I did. I went with Minnesota. When I sent the sheet
I'm
to you,
embarrassed.
when I sent the sheet to you, I had to redo it 3 times because 2 of them I had Minnesota losing to Seattle. This and the third one I sent to you, I had them winning. So I'm like, I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. I got Minnesota. You got Seattle. They're playing in Seattle. I know it's gonna go down. I know Minnesota's probably gonna score maybe 10 points compared to 31 or 32, whatever. But the Vikings is gonna give up over 30 points.
I think Njigba is going to have over 150 yards receiving.
Oh, absolutely. With our defensive backs, yeah. Maybe 2 touchdowns.
Absolutely, yes.
I think Kenneth Walker is going to have an amazing game running the ball.
Why are you saying this and you picked Minnesota?
Because I'm a Vikings fan, so I had to go with the team I'm a fan of.
So if the Vikings pull this off, what will it be due to defense or
Luck of the Irish.
luck of the Irish? Good answer.
Luck.
Good answer.
Shoot, because I can't say they're going to be good. It's luck.
Are they playing at home?
No, they're playing in Seattle. They're playing at 12-man.
Oh, yeah. 12 man is over. Yeah. Over.
So, again, luck. Next up, we have Buffalo and Pittsburgh. I wanted to go against you because I knew you was going to pick Seattle over Minnesota. But in reality, I was in between this game as well. And this was a coin toss because I'm like, both of these teams need to win. Who wants it more, right? So I had to go with Buffalo. I think Buffalo wants it more than Pittsburgh.
It's a possibility. If Mason Rudolph played, now I heard that Aaron's going to play.
But that could change.
If Mason Rudolph comes in the game, it's a wrap.
You really don't like Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, he really showed Will Levis who was better, didn't he?
Oh, goodness. Next up, we have the Las Vegas Raiders and Chargers. We both picked the Chargers, but when we talked about this earlier, the Chargers hasn't showed us anything this year at all. Do you really think they can beat
this year?
Do you really think they can beat Las Vegas?
Yeah, they can beat Vegas.
I
think they can beat Vegas, unless Crosby has a heck of a game.
Yeah, we haven't seen that lately, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's the offensive line or if it's just him.
He just got paid.
Real quick, speaking of defense, I do want to give a shout out to T.J. Watt because he's the most sack leader down in the Watt family.
That has no relevance to that's a family thing. That's not a league thing.
Nope, that doesn't matter. That's why I gotta give him a shout out.
They're making a big deal out of that. And I'm like, that's not a league stat. It's a family stat. Why are they hyped up on this? It's ridiculous.
I said that because of what JJ said. JJ said he might need to come out of retirement. Next up we have Denver and Washington. We both got Denver. What's going on in Washington?
Injuries, my friend. Injuries.
Okay, touche. And then Monday night, we both got New England over the Giants. My brother's going to be happy that I picked New England.
It would be different if Scatterbo was playing.
Yeah.
I probably would have went with the Giants.
Or, yeah, I mean, because he was doing really well. It's such a shame that his season ended the way it did. Or even if Neighbors was back, I would have said, "Hey, Neighbors, I'm gonna give it to him because Neighbors would have done this thing too." With Jackson.
Watch out for the Giants next season, dude. Watch out. for the Giants.
Do you think the
in
Giants
2026.
do you think they win that division next year?
Possibility.
When healthy, I'm saying yes.
Possibility.
Well, Holder, I do want to say happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and thank you for listening to us. Um, I know we ramble on about certain teams. If you want your team to talk about, just give us a shout, and we'll talk about them. You can give us a shout out. Third Down with Morgan Holder. That's Third Down with Morgan Holder. 3RD Down with Morgan Holder. That's our on YouTube, X, or Twitter, or whatever it's called now. I don't know. It's one of them. Holder, do you want to add anything on before we sign off?
No, I just want to say, everybody, enjoy your turkey bird or your honey baked ham,
or smoked,
and
or smoked honey baked ham.
pardon me?
Smoked honey baked ham.
Everybody, honey baked is the traditional Thanksgiving ham.
And a smoker.
Oh. Anyway, Morgan is going to travel for Thanksgiving.
Actually,
and
no,
I'm probably going to have
they're coming to me. They're
a
coming to me.
Whataburger.
They're coming to me Thanksgiving, and then I'm going to my brother's for Christmas.
You're traveling.
No, they're coming here. I'm not traveling. I won't be traveling until Christmas time. So I'm doing it at the house.
You're coming here to watch the Cowboys on your TV?
Yeah. And eat food.
You actually play the Cowboys game on your TV set?
Probably not. It sounded good though, didn't it?
Oh, you have to on. Nobody misses any Thanksgiving game. Any game.
Well, that's why you got to feed them and make them go to sleep, or make them leave 1 to 2, and they won't watch it.
And for you, you got the Cowboys and the Swifties. This is double no.
I'm not gonna tell Alexander, that it's on TV. I'm gonna tell him that it's blacked out, and he might believe me.
No. As soon as they have a Swiftie showing, I'm going to text you.
Go to bed.
And I want to say, hey, Swiftie's there.
Go to bed. With that being said, guys, Holder just lost my whole confidence. Don't let 4th down get you.
And I'm going to say, stay penalty free. Catch us on the next show because it is going to be a dandy. I can't tell you what we got going on, but we're getting into the Christmas month. So make sure you tune in and pray for Morgan. Stay penalty free. We are out of here.